Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So that was like the start of things, really. So it was always in me, you know. But I didn't actually go into entertainment when I first left school, which
so
was
well,
this is it. People won't believe it. I actually worked at a pharmaceutical company. I had a little. So not any bad drugs, but I say it's the drugs that made me go a bit funny, I think. And you know what it was like in them days. You was like grateful to get a job. I'm not that old, but you know, going back a little bit, but you was grateful to get a job. And my mum and dad had worked there. My sister had worked there. And it was such a good company, the Wellcome Foundation.
Yeah, I was going to say Boris.
It was brilliant. And you know, it used to be a saying: if you had a job there, you had a job for life. You know. Yeah. So I ticked along doing that, and I met some great people. You know, and I'm still in touch with some of them now. And I was there for a few years, and I just used to think, I can't stay here all my life. And you know, I used to talk to a couple and say, don't leave, like wait till you get made redundant or like you know, your pension. I said, yeah, but I'm going to wait 45 years just to, like, and be fed up, bored for 45 years, you know, and I hope I get a pension. And people thought I was mad because I left without any redundancy or anything. But the bit that helped me make that launch, I'd started the Celebtime off anyway while I was there. Because to me, I'd like spare time because I used to work like 8:30 to 4:30. And so I'd started the agency while I was there, and it was getting to the stage. I was at the pharmacy, and I thought, I could be making a call now. I could be arranging an event, and it was like, where do you take that jump? You know, where do you?
So how did you start that? Because that's a little bit of a jump in. You know, you've got this company, and
So I was at the pharmaceutical company, and they had the best facilities which you will know of that you could possibly have, like a lot of the big companies did in them days.
Yeah, you used to have a sort of like a hall.
Amazing, like the ballroom, you know, the smaller hall, the marquee, the mansion house, and that they used to do some big concerts and everything. So I approached the Sports and Social Club. I was sort of involved in them anyway and joined one of their little committees, and I sort of chipped away at them, and I said, would you know, if there's any openings, would I be able to come out and help enhance the entertainment? Because what they were doing at the time was all right, but it had been done for so many years. And unfortunately, things change a bit, or people move on, or there were some redundancies, or unfortunately, some people might pass away, and the entertainment does change, you know. Yeah. So anyway, I was given 20 hours a week to go and work as the entertainment manager at the Sports and Social Club. And that was my leap out, really. That gave me that extra, like, little bit of money coming in every week to know that I could go and try, you know.
Yeah.
And the best thing ever happened to me, they had a garden party for 99 years, and I nagged away at them. I mean, they was always brilliant because the company used to throw so much money at them type of events, you know. And I chipped away at them and said, why don't you have a live concert? It was the centenary. I said, why don't you have a live concert? You know, it would be brilliant. You've never done it before, you know. And anyway, they sort of went along with it, and I've done this concert for the centenary. And that, in some, when I look back now, it's a little bit of a game changer, really, because it was a bit like I was like, and I'm not very good at praising myself with stuff, but it was a bit like it was like it was the talk of the town and everything, because people outside. And we had a really, you know, the proper stages come in and a full lineup, and they hadn't seen anything like it before.
Who did you have?
Going back, funny enough, it was a few tributes. Stephen Mulhern, who's you know, obviously gone on to do quite a lot now. He come and hosted one of them. It followed on for a few years after, so I've got the poster somewhere with everyone on, but it would have been a few tributes. Might have had like the Drifters, you know, and a few people like that, and just a varied program, really, you know. But obviously Stevie being there was good as well. But oh, that's right, we had like a Status Quo tribute, I think, and in a rolling. So it's sort of, and some children's entertainment earlier in the day, so it sort of went across all the.
So you really
So that was a massive thing, really, and that went on for a lot of years after. Every year, the concert, which are quite, you know, as you know, they're a big thing to manage. But I love them. I do. You know, I absolutely love. I love all entertainment, as you know. But you can't beat some of the festivals when you've got a lot of the artists backstage, because you don't all get to see each other, do you? The artists, you sort of follow each other around, and even though you know people, it's not often you're all together, you know. And you can't beat to me, you can't beat a bill when you've got like 6 or 7 acts on, you know.